This month, as hundreds of Indigenous people marched, prayed, and sang to raise awareness of missing and murdered Indigenous persons, the question has remained, why is this happening and what can be done to stop it? In an attempt to answer the first part of this question, I've spoken with more than a dozen tribal members, law enforcement personnel, and legislators, and there doesn't appear to be one consistent reason for why Indigenous people go missing or are murdered at such disproportionate rates.
My grandmother, Georgina Kiesner, she was murdered in the 70s.
My brother was murdered 5 years ago in Sacramento.
This is my son's uncle.
This is my uncle, Pete.
And he's my dad.
But one issue that consistently came up in my conversations is Public Law 280.
In Public Law 280 states, the sheriff is compelled to enforce state laws on the tribe.
The law exists in just 6 states, and California is one of them. As a result, California tribes are forced to rely on the sheriff's office to enforce state law on the reservation.
Now you have county sheriffs, local jurisdictions that are now entrusted to provide that public safety with lack of resources or funding.
Kind of on the reservation or off the reservation, and nobody except family has really looked for him.
For many tribes in rural areas, this issue is even larger.
Those response times have been an issue my entire career at the sheriff's office here.
To address this issue, some local sheriff's offices, including Humboldt County, are cross-deputizing tribal police officers so they have the status of a deputy while still being a part of tribal law enforcement. Similarly, the Mendocino County Sheriff's Office is offering a bonus for a deputy position in Covelo, where the Round Valley Indian Tribes Reservation is located.
This shouldn't be left to California's First People and the governments, the tribal governments that are there, to have to be creative here in the year 2023 for public safety.
That's why in 2019, Assemblyman James Ramos introduced Assembly Bill 44.
Area chiefs also support that bill. We want to see tribal police be recognized as state peace officers.
On May 19th, AB 44 passed in the state assembly, and it's now headed to the state senate. But of course, passing this bill is just one small step in addressing the many factors that have caused the MMIP crisis.
This is just the beginning, the tip of the iceberg to bring this issue full force and bringing awareness to it.
Sophie Lincoln joins us live from Eureka. Sophie, why was he arrested and what's next in this case?
Ariana, Tyler Burrow went missing in September shortly after his ex-girlfriend Bailey Blunt was also reported missing under what her family says are disturbing circumstances. Nearly 2 months after disappearing from Humboldt County, Tyler Burrow has been located and arrested in Jackson County, Oregon. Deputies from both the Humboldt County and Trinity County Sheriff's offices have been searching for Burrow after he was reported missing a couple days after his ex-girlfriend Bailey Blunt was last heard from on September 22nd.
She was headed up to her ex-boyfriend's house where her trailer was at to collect her belongings Friday afternoon.
That was the last contact Blunt's family had with her. After that, Burrow, along with Blunt's truck and her dog, went missing as well. That's until this past Tuesday.
It was like, you don't know whether to puke or to laugh or to cry at it being a possibility of getting our hands on him.
Based on the circumstances of Blunt's disappearance, her family believes that Burrow knows what happened to her.
Baroni provided us with these screenshots of unnerving conversations between Bailey and some of her friends and family on the night that she was last seen at Tyler's house. You can see in these messages she mentions a gun that Tyler has and expresses fear for her safety.
But detectives have stated that based on the current evidence they have, they're still treating the case as a simple missing persons case.
Until we have evidence or new information, that's how we're going to move forward with the investigation.
While Blunt was not located, along with her truck, her dog, and Burrow, deputies are hopeful Burrow will be able to give them some of the answers they need to move forward with her case.
Our investigators are currently in Oregon speaking with Mr. Burrow in hopes of finding out where Miss Blunt is at.
It is unclear at this point whether Burrow will be extradited to Trinity County for the unrelated warrant he was arrested for in Oregon. To see our previous reporting on this case, visit our website, kaeftv.com. Live in Eureka, Sophie Lincoln, the North States News.
And News 4 obtained court documents that reveal more details about the death of a child in Cold Springs, resulting in the arrest of her father. News 4 Sophie Lincoln has new information and joins us live in studio with more on this. And Sophie, disturbing details here to break through.
Andrea, definitely upsetting. The probable cause documents from the Washoe County Sheriff's Office reveal deputies noticed, quote, a lot of signs of trauma on the 5-year-old girl. Just a warning to our viewers, the details of this case may be disturbing for some. Viewer discretion is advised. Details from court documents are revealing a troubling story of the 5-year-old girl who died in Cold Springs Thursday, and the importance of reporting potential child abuse to authorities while you still can. According to those documents, Washoe County Sheriff's deputies responded to a home on Crystal Canyon Boulevard at around 7 a.m. on Thursday, where they say they found the young girl unresponsive in a bedroom upstairs, lying next to, quote, a tiny mattress with no bed frame.
Anytime you see an injury on a child that's, in a suspicious area, if a child seems timid of their parent or caregiver, if they're not showing up to school or they're coming to school, they don't look clean, they don't look cared for, because abuse it's not always just abuse. There's neglect as well that occurs.
In the documents, deputies report the little girl had suffered severe trauma across her body, including oral trauma, bruising on her face, pelvis, hips, and biceps, and on her genitals, among other injuries. 35-year-old Nicholas Loving, the little girl's father, was arrested on scene and is now in the Washoe County Jail.
There are a lot of signs of abuse, but there's also sometimes where there's no signs of abuse, and it's based on what observations people are seeing.
In the documents, deputies also report conflicting accounts from Loving and his wife Andrea. While Nicholas Loving denied ever hitting, spanking, shoving, or kicking his daughter, his wife told detectives that she recently saw Nicholas kick their daughter in the genitals and drag her by the collar up the stairs. In a statement shared to X, Washoe County Sheriff Darren Balaam called the case, quote, unimaginable and heartbreaking, also writing in part, quote, our hearts are heavy for the loss of such a young, innocent life. As we all mourn this tragedy, we will remain steadfast in our commitment to justice, end quote. A bail hearing has been set for Loving on Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. And if you suspect any instances of child abuse in the community, you're encouraged to call this number on your screen. The investigation is ongoing, and anyone with information is urged to contact the Washoe County Sheriff's Office. There's also a candlelight vigil that will be held for the young girl this Friday at 5:30 p.m. at 3385 White Lake Parkway in Reno. Live in the studio, Sophie Lincoln, News 4.